Panzinella. Panzinella salad. It's a bread salad, so it's super summery. It's full of fresh and gorgeous ingredients like red onion, tomato, peppers, olive oil, capers, fresh herbs, and it's an awesome way to use sort of older bread that's a day old. Don't throw it away. This recipe's perfect for it. Basically, you slice it up, you make your dressing, you mix it all together, and that bread absorbs all that flavour, and it's just unbelievable. So really there's two steps to this salad. There's basically chopping the ingredients up and making the dressing and just throwing it together like a mosh pit. And what I'm doing right now is basically picking the herbs. All right, so I've got some basil, some parsley, a little bit of rosemary from the garden up there, just a few chives that we had left in the fridge. So we're just gonna run a knife through this, so the herb bunch, like I said, really rough. That's it, that's all we need to do. Once we get the olive oil and vinegar, it's going to soften all this together. So if you cut it up too fine, all you end up is with like bruised, mushed herbs, and that's not what we want. So half pepper, a little bit of red onion, a few tomatoes, and then sort of crusty bread. We're going to sort of chop that up into big chunks. This salad for me, I'm going to go for different shapes and sizes. I think it's important to play around with textures, shapes and sizes in salads, otherwise they can be quite boring. I'm gonna make this really big, cool shapes. Last bit, step one, just get some of this awesome oregano in here. Look at that. All right, so step two is to make our dressing. So we've got some awesome local capers here. We're gonna chop them up. We've got 1 clove of garlic. We'll just give that a peel. Sort of like to keep this not as thin and as perfect as you would with a microplane. So what I'm going to do now is just line these up and just slice them really finely. Because I've sliced these so finely, when I add the vinegar into the dressing, it's sort of like going to pickle them, so they'll be like beautiful, fresh, zesty lemon, hit of acidity, hit of olive oil, and then full of flavour. So it's really nice to sometimes keep it rustic, not get the microplane in there. So that's what I've done here. So I'm just going to use half a lemon. All right, so for the dressing, now we want some heat and some acid. So I was going to use a chili, but Rubio turned up with a present, and he's given us these sort of beautiful pickled chilies that him and his mate made for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the vinegar for the dressing and then slice up some of this chili for the heat. But you can just use white wine or red wine vinegar and just some fresh chili in the dressing. It'll work just as nice. Oh yeah. So, see how hot these are. They're spicy. So I'm just going to slice these straight down. I'm going to say that's definitely enough because it's got some real heat to it. That's going to go in there. And then, like I was saying, this vinegar, it's like a roast chili, sweet, acidic, gorgeous vinegar. So that's going to be our dressing as well.
It's going to have some heat to it, mate.
It's going to have some real kick to it. But remember, there's a lot of bread and other ingredients to take that heat away. So by itself, yeah, it'd be too much, but together, it's well balanced. Some olive oil, a glug of good quality olive oil. Time to dress it. I'm just going to get a bigger bowl so I don't make as much of a mess. and then dressing straight in there on top. Pepper, chili, garlic. And it's time for the hands to get in there. I'm going to give it a really good massage. You know, make sure that bread is absorbing all those flavours. Give it a bit of a mush. Salt. Another mix. And then it's time to eat it. This is such an awesome summer recipe. It's so good. Now, there's a few recipes out there that call for the bread to be soaked overnight, but to be honest, I like a bit of crunch in there, a little bit of texture. I mean, how good does that look? How awesome is that? The colours, it's fresh, it's summery. It's just everything Northern Italian. Unreal. There it is, my Panzinella salad. I'm sure that's a horrible accent, but you know what? I guarantee this tastes amazing. Thanks for watching. That's my salad. That's Lake Como. Make sure you check out our other recipes. See you soon.